So can I talk to you about this water strategy of yours?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm open to listening.
Okay. How much rainfall are you getting here?
Maybe 1,000, about 1,000. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, average year 1,000 mils would be
yeah.
about right for the airport, Osaka Airport. Anybody can look that up. 1,000 mils is how many, you know, how deep? It's a meter.
It's a meter, yeah.
Okay, so
About there.
it's about there.
2 hectares.
So you can imagine over the year, over the rainy season, all your land is going to have a meter of rain on it
Yes.
in total. How much water is that?
That's a million liters, right? A million
So it's 1,000 liters
times
per
1,000.
square meter. So in the area between you and I here, that's already 1,000 liters.
Yeah.
And here's another 1,000 liters.
So over
Here's another
2,000,
1,000 liters. So
over-
on 2 hectares,
which is 2,000.
we got 20 million liters.
Yeah, wow.
20 million liters.
Yes.
It's hard to visualize.
Hard to visualize. If we can get the 20 million in the ground, that's the
So
ultimate.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
the safest thing. That's the cheapest. The cheapest solution to hydrate your land is use what God gives you every year and keep it here
Yeah.
instead of it running off. So here we've agreed this is just going to,
Run off. So we have to do something before the rains.
yeah. And then if I look down, I'm learning something else here, is that we've got to measure the plants per square meter, right? That's basically one of the tests you want to do and get used to doing in your head.
Okay.
So the soil test
Smell it.
will be entirely related to how many plants you have per square meter. And if we look down here now, and we just take an arbitrary meter, square meter. Let's just take it. I'll go blindly, and I'll just take it from this point, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. Okay, so that square meter, how many plants have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10 plants per square meter. And these aren't the best plants. These are fireproof. They're fire-resistant plants. These long hyperrhenia, anything with a spear, it doesn't need an animal. That spear is designed so that when it falls on the ground, when the rain comes, it starts corkscrewing, it'll plant itself. Every other grass, all the good grasses that we have, need an animal to be planted. So with the more fire, you've got more of these spear grasses.
Yeah.
And the spear grasses really are not covering the soil because they grow in these clumps.
Yeah.
So what is your desertification on this piece of land? If you've got 10 plants per square meter,
90% desert.
it's 90% desert, right?
Yeah.
So there you can see the desert in between the plants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's the way you got to think about this.
Ah.
So if you want more water, you'd have more plants.
So, but what if, like,
So you're going to
before
have
the
a plant
rains,
every square centimeter.
we broadcast a cover crop?
So we want 100 plants in this. Yeah?
Okay.
And you'll find that the seeds, the original seeds, because this is not original. This is these long hyperrhenia. Let me just show you for the sake of the video, for people that don't know. These are fire-resistant grasses. These have become very common. They were never known. They were very uncommon before. And now that little seed has a spear on it. Some of them will stick in your clothes so they can spread out, or they stick in the animal's fur. But when that falls on the ground, normally you would need an animal to come and plant the seeds, but that little guy, if he gets wet, it'll start corkscrewing and plant itself.
That's why it's so widespread.
This is a mampara for me. This is I don't like this. It's not good value for my animals. And it's huge biomass which makes big fire and makes a hard cake. So the more we burn, the more we get of this.
Because it's the only one that survives.
Because it can survive with fire and it can survive without animals. So this is you can tell your land's been burnt for a long time.
Yeah,
You have a lot of
repeatedly.
this. Yeah.
Repeatedly, yeah.
And because you've got so few remaining plants per square meter. But the good news is that I'll bet you anything you like, all the seeds you need are in
Already.
the topsoil. So, all the legumes that are now missing, because I don't see any legumes here. I don't see any grasses, the palatable grasses. I don't see many, but they're there. The seeds are there.
So
And
before
so
it
what
was,
do we need to release to let these seeds express themselves?
so the comparison of the burnt and unburnt, the burnt kind of gives us an idea of what's really growing,
Yes.
right? There
Yeah.
it looks like it's covered, but it's
Yeah.
mostly,
It's just up.
it's,
So if we look here where it wasn't burned, and we start looking down instead of across, looking across it looks great, but looking down,
it's the
we
clumps.
start seeing the desert in between the grasses, in between the plants. You see?
Yeah,
You can see that actually,
it's still,
apart from the sort of mulch effect, it's mostly desert, just as it was there. So we have too few plants per square meter. And if we want more rain, if you want to capture more of that rain which you get, which you're blessed with, 1,000 mils, and you want to keep all that water on your farm, you've got to cover this whole space. This is capping, this is not going to accept water.
so you'd go through with a ripper and then broadcast a variety of seeds,
Well, you know, again, God always has a solution for all these things.
animals.
Animals.
Okay.
If you look at the shape of a cow or a buffalo's foot of hoof, it's shaped just like a plow.
Yeah.
It's got that little curve on it. And if you put it over here, it'll just break
Slow.
up this capping, and it'll plant the seeds. It'll allow the seeds that are under there to express themselves. It'll clear away they'll eat a lot of this, so it'll clear the way for new plants to come up.
So
And it'll
supposing
put a bit of manure just to help them get down to the water.
supposing one has no budgets currently for animals, right? But this coming season, they really feeling they have to do something. What can they do? And they have burnt land. What can they do?
Find your neighbor who's got cows and say, everybody's short of grazing this year.
Come
Say,
and
look, I've got grazing here. Please come and for free. I'll even pay you. Come and I'll guarantee you security. I'll guarantee you water for your animals. You just come and graze. Yeah, and they'll do for free. Get all the good plants growing here. And bit by bit now, you're going to see more and more plants per square meter, and you're going to start capturing more rain. And that 2 million, what is it? What do we agree? 20 million
20 million liters
that
is going
God
to go.
gives you every year. You might even stop digging all these big ponds, because you find that your soil has got all the water it needs.
Yeah,
You didn't know.
that's true.
Imagine 20 million liters. How many, if you had 10,000 liter tanks like everybody's got around here,
Yeah,
how many 10,000 liter tanks in
yeah, 20 million.
That's 2,000.
Thanks.
Okay, so imagine if you had 2,000 tanks of water here. Wouldn't that be enough to irrigate?
Absolutely.
So think of it in this way: you're getting the water, but you're not keeping it here. So how do you change your management so that your water is captured here and stays here?
Yeah.
It also depends on your soil. Of course, your soil, as it improves with more grasses, it gets more space because you've got the roots creating more
Breaking up,
spaces there
yeah.
for this water to stay here instead of going through down to the water table.
Yeah.
So a healthy soil will hold so much more water.
Slowly.
If you've got 1% organic matter, which I doubt, you're probably down to 1% here, you'll hold 144,000 liters per hectare in your topsoil, in the top 15 centimeters. If you have 2%, you're going to have 350,000 liters. If you have 4%, you're going to have nearly 600,000 liters in your top 15 centimeters. And it's going to hold there.
Yeah.
So then you'll be able to plant shallow-rooted plants and without irrigating. I want you to start thinking about it in this way, because this is cheap, man. This is free.
No, I mean technically, I'm
digging,
thinking now.
No concrete, no investment. This is just free stuff.
I'm thinking now I should get a sheep because I can bring it in my car and cut over there and have it grazed. No,
So anything with a hoof.
sheep coming.
Anything with a hoof.
Yeah.
So we have pigs. Seb has pigs in a cage, and he'll move them.
Like a pig tractor.
The pig tractor. Yeah.
Ooh.
He has chickens. Chickens are
Sheep tractor.
chickens are pretty good at doing
Scratching. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll also break up this capping. They'll also, eat a lot of the greener stuff here and mulch it and add manure so that it starts composting. They'll bring a lot of moisture. Okay, animals drink and then they put a lot of moisture on the ground, so it's like a cheap way of irrigating. You just put the water through your animals and they irrigate your land, enough to compost, enough to start decomposing.
Yeah.
As we saw there, it's too dry to decompose
Yeah.
your
yeah.
mulch. But if you have animals and you just have that extra bit of moisture from what they're peeing, and
Then
the moisture in their
starts to
poop.
come. Yeah.
it starts to decompose.
The CPU is processing.
Yeah, love it.